Hey, I'm Decathlon Gamer, and welcome back to Pro Cycling Manager 2020. This is All Rounder. It's episode 59. So we're stage 1 at the Tour de Wallonie, and I'm too strong of a rider to get in the break. I tried, and that was actually my objective for the day. Free element, go in the break. Well, eventually, after they chased me down personally over and over and over and over again, eventually, and now's actually probably a really good time to sit up and go back to the peloton that's only 15 seconds behind. Eventually, they let 4 riders get out to a 4-minute gap, but when I noticed this series of Cat 2 climbs, when I noticed that the 5th spot came with some points, which I need to get through here. There we go. When I saw that the 5th spot came with a little bit of points, I decided I would like those 2 points per climb. It puts me way behind the leaders, but there's a lot of points on this tour, so there's definitely other points to be had on other days. And getting 10, 12 points today certainly gives me some sort of chance in that competition, so it's worth it to use that effort for something valuable. I'm not going to get any actual level up points on the day. This is all about just getting what I can from here. So I'll open up a gap over the peloton. That's going to give me one more spot there. That's 10 points now. And that's a minute ahead of the peloton. That's no energy left. I did not realize I was that low. Not sure I can hold this gap. It's 1.8k, so let's just stay out as long as we can. Try to hold it near the front. Nope. Bora. By the way, Bora is the one that's been turning the screw all day, not letting myself or really anyone get away. You can see Postal Burger ended up with 4 points. Sudolin, Zausa. It was all Bora riders who were picking up the random points. Alright, let's sit up. Try to recover a little bit. My heart rate's almost low enough. It's still 40 kilometers to go before the end. I could end up way behind. Out of the GC conversation. Which actually, this is the kind of race that I could stick around on. Potentially. Through all 5 stages. And end up in a decent GC position. The breakaway is not to everybody's liking. The peloton has significantly increased its speed. Likely wouldn't be able to go for jerseys, especially with the way they treated me today. 33k to go. Definitely in a recovery mode here. So it's like I could go for GC and kind of be blocked out of every other competition, or I could lose a ton of time and go for the other competitions. Either way, I'm not earning too many points. It is what it is. 3k to go till a sprint point. I bet you the sprinters aren't going to worry about it today. They worry about it tomorrow. Can I get up there quickly enough? Okay, sneak through.
The pack is
Nope,
back on level terms
they're
with the
already up here.
breakaway
Oh,
group.
breakaway's done, and they are going for it. Look at all those sprinters. I'm not one of them. So, no 1 second gained for me there. 100 riders in the peloton. And sneak wasted. 8k to go. 6k to go. Gel up. Okay, 4k to go. Turn that down just a little bit and start moving forward. 2.5k to go. Okay, 1k to go. Hello. What just happened? I'm going to get a podium maybe? No, 4th. Right on the line. Dang. Wow. Those guys saved it for really, really late on the sprint. the winner should have been much further ahead than where I was, because my red bar ran out like 2 meters before the finish line, meaning that's about as perfectly timed as you can get it. Yellow bar's down to almost nothing as well, so we used pretty much every last ounce of energy to go when I did, and I blew open a huge lead there in doing that. But then the actual sprinters came along and outpaced me to the finish line by millimeters, when they should have beaten me by 6, 8, 10 bike lengths. Poor sprint from everybody else. Great sprint for me. Almost a win. Almost second. Almost third. Fourth. Okay, whatever. Fine. It's actually still a good result. Stage 2 brings the teammate assignment. Just 25k on the front necessary, but we're already down to 120k to go on the stage. It's a very short stage. I knocked out the first 9 kilometers. In the first 9 kilometers, I was on the front from the very beginning. But then the breakaway got to 6, and suddenly the field was like, oh no, it's too big. And all of a sudden there was 15 riders chasing hard at the front. I was not set to burn that energy, so I had to sit back. It's taken me a while to get from 9 to 19, but we're finally getting there, wasting my energy. Joy. I might go for a late break if it's a possibility, or I'll go for the GC. This is the one classified punchy stage. It looks like I need an extra 7. Yes. Yeah, an extra 7k, which, there you go, we've hit it. Let's go ahead and relax, recover, set ourselves up for some fun at the end. We're down to a breakaway of 5. They have a tiny gap. They've never had a large gap. They will be quite tired. They will be caught fairly early, I would presume, which means the 2-1-1-2 on the categorized climbs near the end of this stage. I believe the finish has also got a categorization. It does. That's 16 points. That is a Cat 1 on paper. So 3 Category 1s and 2 Cat 2s. Definitely some KOM points out there. Gap has actually grown to the front 4, but the man in no man's land is about to be no man in that land. And he's caught. One last sprint point to go. Too many riders up front to grab anything there. If I'm going to have GC hopes, all I have to do is get through today. If I'm going to have KOM hopes, I need to get away today. So again, we'll kind of play this one by ear. Right now, those 4 riders are a little too far away, as it's opened up to 2 minutes. They raced pretty hard for a long time. I was really surprised that they held on. I mean, it's 4 of the 6 left, but it was a long, hard chase by the peloton. I mean, you can see the fatigue that we have, even though we haven't even done any climbs yet. Gap's down to 50 seconds, so it's really coming down just before we get to the climbs. That does potentially free me up to get free of the peloton and, go for some KOM points. So I'm looking for an opportunity. If I get an opportunity, I'll take it. I think I'd have more fun going for KOM than going for 10th place anyway in GC. And it's going to be really hard for me to grab time anywhere because the pack doesn't seem to want to let me go. Scoot forward. It's down to 30 seconds. We have that Cat 2 coming up. Not sure we're going to get clear of it right now, though. Might have to wait for the next one, the Cat 1.
The pack is increasing its work rate. Some teams can't be happy with the breakaway.
Yeah, not this one. Not this one. I can get 5th, though.
There's an attack in the leading group. Some riders were not giving it their all and sharing the pace.
Okay, there we go. Got 5th. That's 2 points. 12 overall. 6th. Definitely well down the order and 40-something points behind. But there's 32 in the next 2 climbs. Meaning I can go right up the order and into this classification. It's only 21 seconds separating us. 1.8k. If If I attack now, I can go right past these guys who hopefully are tired, and they definitely look to be that, and I've burst right past them. We're under 1k to go to the top. I have not gone free though. Let's pause this for a moment. Let's go 95. And now, oh gosh, 99. Okay, sweet.
There's a sustained rhythm at the moment. Some riders definitely won't be able to keep up.
All right, 28 points, just like that. We move right on up. Still a little bit out of reach. We need that next one as well. Peloton's shrinking. I need to recover a little bit. I might be able to try to form my own break here shortly. Well, pretty much on that next climb. See if we can actually go free this time. 4.5k to go. Coming up on the low point. That left-hander should be the beginning of the climb. So let's scoot. Scoot. 2.9k.
The pace has slowed somewhat. It's
2.3K.
perhaps due to fatigue, but I'd bet on some sort of tactical choice. This climb is feared by many riders. The percentages are very high.
Okay, we're seeing accelerations by multiple riders. Van Uden is the wearer of the jersey. Looks like it's a pink jersey. 1k to go to the summit. Dens, hiking, Nance Peters. Okay, now we go 99. I have no red bars, so we just have to push as hard as we can. And we go through in first, 44 points. Just 12 shy of the overall. And we're down to a peloton of 53. Now I gotta start thinking about, do I want to go for this Cat 2 and get, how many points is that? It's 10, that's not bad. Or try to hang on for the GC. I don't have a whole lot of energy left for the GC. And I don't think I'm going to get much recovery between here and the finish. Postal Burger, what are you doing, buddy? 500 meters. Max points, that's 10 more.
There are just 10
I
kilometers
just went
left.
free by 13 seconds. That's not going to hold, though. Just 2 points shy of Van Uden. And yes, that was the wearer of the jersey that was there. I'm still clear, 9 seconds. But I have no energy left. So we need that heart rate to come down. Downhill section coming. Just 44 riders left in the group. Just 6k left to go.
Only 5
I need to
kilometers
recover
left.
a little bit here on this descent, so I do have to drift back. Okay, now we can kind of scoot forward. Heart rate's low enough. And 1.4k. I'm in the group. Let's see if we can hang on. 1.3k. All I need to do is be in the group, and I'm still in the GC part. And I have the KOM going in my favor.
The strong men are giving their all.
500 meters. I'd sprint, but I don't think that's going to get me to the finish line.
Powerful sprint finish to claim a great victory.
But I'm in the group. Then Tricked for the win, Scoyne second, Casper Peterson third, Nance Peters, the favorite, only grabs fourth. Narvaez, former puncher of mine. Was that 2018? Or was that 2019? I don't remember which.
The riders bringing up their rear have made it through sheer willpower. This stage was a real strength sapper.
24th on the stage. Luke Rowe was 23rd. Plankart got into the top 10 in 9th. So we move forward to stage 4, bypassing stage 3 because it was boring, it was flat. There was only a single climb on it. No change in anything other than I go from 2nd to 3rd in the mountain classification. And that I also now go to co-leader of the team because I sit in 6th place. As co-leader, as a top 10 rider, suddenly the breakaway is no longer in sight. Points classification for the KOM, even though I'm just a few points off the lead and could very easily have it over the next 3 climbs. Out of the question, especially when the current leader of the classification is in the 4-man break and bound to grab a whole bunch of points. So goodbye KOM. Points classification, 15th overall, so that's out of reach. So we now ride for the GC for this stage and the next. Hope that we can hang on to a top 10 while literally gaining 0 time whatsoever. And just not get dropped. Muse is the one who had 57 points entering the day, now has 70. So he didn't even grab max points. He just happens to have a substantial lead. Again, he only grabbed, 8 points on that climb. So he 3rd or 4th. We'd easily be beating him out, but okay. Alright, we're in the peloton. We're riding for GC. It is partially my fault for not losing time, right? Now we focus on GC, because that's what kind of rider I am. Or a Barrador, or a Breakaway rider, or... Same difference, isn't it? All-rounder. That's right. We are an all-rounder. Meaning I'm like a penguin. I'm round all the way through. No? Okay. After a crash, peloton has shrunk to 85, 86 riders. There we go. Breakaway's caught. We're seeing little attacks. We better prepare, focus. I'm only doing 74 here. I don't know who our other leader was. I'm assuming it's Guillaume Say, but it might not be. I have no idea who was with me. Plankart was near the front. I think Luke Rowe was up near the front and had not lost time. But at 84 riders, there's definitely some, and could be high-placed riders that have lost some time today. 13.5K to go. You can see we're really pushing tempo. Boro wants this race. They have been in control quite frequently. And Vermeltfort is dropped, and suddenly I am the leader. Luke Rowe and Guillaume Say are supporting me, so maybe it was Vermeltfort. I don't remember him being in the group, but 59 riders, 9.5K, and my 2 guys are right here. I'm going to set this up. Guillaume Say. It's a downhill. What's a downhill? I like downhill. Luke Rowe. Go ahead and go 89. I think that's a good pace. Oh, one guy trying to go clear here. Tom Scoynes. Backart. Say does not have much energy, so I can't push too hard with Luke Rowe here. Plus, it's still 7K to go anyway, but a slightly downhill finish. That is my friend. That is my favorite. I need to switch these guys. Guillaume Say is toast. So, just bring me forward. Oh, I am supposed to come forward here. Come on, Mr. Gamer. There you go. Alright, now 4.8K to go. Back to Luke Rowe, and 92 this time. $4K to go. Here comes the downhill. So 99. Transcend. 3K to go. Sprint.
It's going to be very fast.
Okay, this is all about position here. 1.8K downhill, hoping I can hang on longer than what is normal for a sprint. Let's cut this guy off, get the corner. He's going to outpace me right to the finish, but I'll get a top 3. I do. It's Casper Peterson who beat me out there, and Melier. They're faster than I was. My red bar ran out right at the finish line, so timing actually was good. We didn't go too early at 1.8 there. The downhill gave us a little more. That left-hander right before the finish gave us that little bit more that we could go. And it was good enough to crack the top 3 this time, so we pick up 4 seconds. That is going to be a boost to the GC. That's going to put me in the top 5 for sure. Now navigating the 5th and final stage of this race, peculiar thing happened. I watched the replay to stage 4. I was clearly second place. I mean, it wasn't even close. I had at least a quarter of a wheel advantage when we crossed the line. But they gave me 3rd, so whatever. The 2 more seconds would have tied me with Tom Scoynes for 3rd place. Instead, I sit in 4th at 10 seconds down. This being the 5th and final stage, ends with a short little punchy climb, but it's short, but it's punchy, so not everybody will be there. I'll need to work hard to cover that one off. I am now sole leader as I sit in the top 5 overall, and the team's very stoked about that. 4-man break has a 3.5 minute gap. Again, the KOM totally out of reach now, but not worried about that. We got a top 5 in the GC, so we made that one happen. But here's the thing. I'm sole leader, and I have control of 0 teammates. Huh? Not sure about that one. How am I the leader? Sole leader. I'm not co-leader, sole leader. So what's the deal? How am I supposed to get that top 4 with 0 team support? How am I supposed to be the leader with 0 team support? Tell me, game. Tell me. Team boss. Let me know. What's up? Can I go back to the car? Have a little discussion. Alright, well, we're cruising through the stage, under 60k to go now. Let's also speed this up a little bit so I don't accidentally drift back. Hopefully before the end of the stage I will get some team support. Plank Art, quite tired doing the work at the front to keep the breakaway close at hand. In fact, he's been the primary guy on the front, keeping this now down to just a minute and a half from us to them. Penultimate climb is behind us, but there's definitely some undulation here towards the finish. Let's also bring this down, prepare for that finish. You can actually see that I'm drifting backwards here at an 82. Even though it's not blinking red, it's definitely happening. It's another part to the game that's head scratcher this year. A system that's worked so well for years, suddenly this year doesn't hardly work.
A couple of teams
As in that whole, your pace is not enough, it's blinking red. You can almost be dropped from the group before it even starts to blink red this year. It's 2020 though, you know? 11k to go. Last rider, looks like an Ineos rider about to be reeled in. 100 in the peloton, nobody has been dropped. An exact century mark here in the group, and with 8k to go, I have no team support. Seriously? Alright, get a brief look at our profile. That's not that bad of a climb at all. We should have no problem getting there. We're at the high point besides that final climb now. Just a small amount of undulation left, mostly downhill. 6k to go. Gel up here shortly. There you go.
The riders just passed the 5 kilometers road sign.
Charles out front, and it's time for me. Oh, hello, team support. Where have you been? Welcome to the party, team support. Vermelfort, the only one around me with 3.5k to go, so you're gonna just go 96 and transcend, and we will follow you. Come on, Vermelfort. I love how it literally waits until the final 3 or 4 kilometers to do something for Vermelfort. Where am I? Why am I still not on his wheel? Why is this guy blocking me?
The pack has just reeled in the escape group.
1k to go, and Vermelfort. Okay, yeah, we're okay. And sprint it out for me. There goes Baska Vermelfort. I'm going to set him up nicely on this one. And this will hang on to my 4th place, or should. He's top 5. 6th on the stage. Vermelfort gets 3rd, so good on him. Melier for the win. Declerc is 2nd. Melier was already ahead of me, but Ben, not Tim, Declerc, with the bonus seconds he grabs, moves up to 4th place. And in fact, he grabs the seconds that I should have had on the last stage. So I should be on 16, equal with Scoynes and Declerc, but whatever. Whatever, that's fine. We got our top 5. 4th in the points, 4th in the KOM, winner of the under 25 classification, and winner of the team classification. And the points, good fourth, first. Worth 48 points. I'll take it. 98. A third of the way to our final level to get the attributes. 7/9 of the way there. Yeah, we're close. We're close. Can sense it. That's going to do it for this episode, though. I'm Decathlon Gamer. Thanks for tuning in. Be sure to hit that like button, and I'll see you next time. Have a good one. Be safe out there. And anywhere? Third in the Continental rankings. Bye for now.